There are 5 mistakes stopping your nutrition coaching growth. So if you're a nutrition coach with a business that's going well, but you know it could be doing better, listen up because you may be making one or several of these. Starting with mistake number 1, not sharing client testimonials. We get it, your nutrition client actually did all the work and deserves all of the credit. Of course, but you also played a big part in this, and chances are without you, it actually wouldn't have happened. So get over yourself and start pumping your own tires, because the reality is no one else is gonna do that for you. And you may be a bit hesitant to post client successes because not all of your clients see the same level of success. And you wouldn't want to give anyone the wrong impression, right? I totally understand this reservation, but you need to think about it like this. Do you think that they put the stoner that never made it to class and dropped out after 2 semesters on the front page of the university magazine? Of course not. You need to tell the aspirational stories that will inspire others, regardless if it's not guaranteed, because nothing is guaranteed. Post any and all testimonials and post them often. You may also be making the mistake of waiting till the client is done with you before telling their story. The type of stories that are going to actually attract new paying clients might be way earlier in the journey. Someone losing their first couple of pounds may not be super impressive, but it might give someone the right kickstart to get started. Now keep in mind, compared to other types of social media content, these types of posts might not perform that well, meaning they might not get tons of likes and comments, but that's okay because testimonial content is not about the metrics. What we're doing with this type of post is creating a well-rounded version of the story of how you help people and showing real people that are getting results. Providing testimonials are going to make a convincing case why you're the coach to hire. So get out there and start posting these testimonials. You were part of this process and a big part of this process, and you deserve some credit, so start posting them. Post these whenever you get a chance, which also brings me to mistake number 2, which is not being repetitive enough on social media. Most coaches post about a concept once and then they figure, I already said it, people will get sick of me if I talk about the same thing over and over, right? This is completely wrong. Research shows that people need to hear about the same things from the same person nearly 7 to 10 times before they buy from them. So if you only post about it once, you're not even giving yourself a chance. Plus, you're also making the assumption that everyone sees your stuff every time that you post it, which they don't. So you need to post about the same things, pain points, solutions, and your coaching offer much more often. One of the best things you can do is to take a step back and assess what one of your posts have turned into more paying clients, and assess what have you posted that has worked well, what started conversations, and what's gotten clients to sign up with you. You're gonna take these insights with these posts and turn them into new types of content. If you have no idea what these posts are, here's what you do. You ask new clients that recently signed up with you, is there anything specific that I posted that captured your attention? And if they remember and have a straightforward answer about what it was, you post more of that stuff. You take that content idea and you turn it into a reel with you talking about the same thing, or you turn it into a Twitter style post or an infographic. Just copy it into a different format and stretch this idea further. I have a great example of this to illustrate my point. So I've talked about the Dr. Mark Method, my nutrition coaching program, on my Instagram nearly 2,000 times in the last 3 years. I talk about it constantly, or at least I think I talk about it constantly. Which also means that it's fair to assume that since I've been talking about it so much, I've gotten better at communicating what it's about and what's in it for the people that take the program. But this isn't always the case. I gave a nutrition seminar at a local gym in 2014. I've kept in contact with the gym owner, who's also followed me on Instagram since that time. And again, I talk about this program constantly. So I was very surprised when he reached out to me not too long ago to ask about the program and what it was all about. He was interested, but he hadn't heard much about it yet. I've posted about this program thousands of times and he hadn't heard much about it yet. Even when you think you're talking about your stuff enough, talk about it more. You need to be more repetitive with the stuff that you talk about. People don't see it, or they miss it, or you just haven't explained it well enough yet, or in a way that they're receptive to. Time to get repetitive. It will really help. Switching gears a little bit here, let's talk about mistake number 3, which is you're taking way too long with clients. You got into nutrition coaching to help more people with your passion. I get it, but if you don't grow your nutrition coaching business, you just have a hobby, and one that unfortunately can be taking up a lot of your time. And ultimately, you won't be able to help anyone if you can't pay your bills. So your coaching business can't be all about coaching. Actually, there are 3 main components of a successful nutrition coaching business, and they are, the first one is coaching and actually client fulfillment. The second one is marketing and sales, which is attracting and signing new clients. And the third is your actual coaching systems and housekeeping, which includes all the technology you use and your finances. See, the problem is most coaches spend all of their time on point number 1, which is client fulfillment, which makes sense because they just want to coach more people, but also because they don't understand the importance of point number 2. And let's be honest, marketing and sales is sort of scary, so they'd rather not. Who likes putting yourself out there? Boo, that's no fun. Also, point 3 is kind of boring, so we're just gonna gloss over it for today. The issue is the amount of work that you have have expands to fill the amount of time you have set aside for it. So if you have 5 clients and only 5 hours to work on your business, with no real plan for content creation or sales conversations, you'll take that 5 hours and just coach your clients. That's where Dr. Mark Method student Roxanne found herself last winter. She wanted to go full-time in her coaching business, but her handful of clients were taking up most of her time. She would check in with them multiple times per week, and it would take up a lot of time. And they didn't even get better results because of this, mainly because it's unnecessary. We made a few changes and set her up on the hybrid check-in system, and she got her check-ins down to 5 minutes per client. And this way she had more time to actually create content. You know, the stuff that gets you new paying clients. Fast forward a few months and now she has 25 paying clients, quit her job and actually got her best tan ever this summer. You need time to grow your business, so start prioritizing it. These are the same strategies I used to work my way up from a handful of clients to 100 plus years ago. You can handle more than you think, and you can also be more effective so you can create more time to grow your business. Now go get to work. Now, if you really want to grow your nutrition coaching, you can't be making this mistake, which is mistake number 4, capping your client roster. Let me teach you the difference between a good and great coaching business. See, if people are interested in working with you, never say no. Even if you feel like you can't handle any more, don't say no. Now here's the difference. You don't need to work with them right now. Although you probably could work with them if you streamlined your check-in process or even added in another day of coaching check-ins, but you still take them on. But if you legitimately can't take them on right now, here's what you need to do. You need to put them on a wait list with an expectation of a start date. So when you're capped and someone says, I've been following you for a while and I'd love to lose some weight, when can we get started? You say back, I'm glad you're ready to take the next step. My coaching roster is currently full, but I'd love to add you to my wait list and you'll get the soonest spot based on availability, which looks like the next 1 to 2 weeks. Great coaching businesses take demand and make the most of it. Good businesses stay content with what they have and turn new clients away. You need to be smart about this. A great example of this is Dr. Mark Method rockstar Coach Meredith. About a year ago, things were really picking up for Coach Meredith. She had around 30 clients, nearing 35 clients, and people were still interested in working with her. They were reaching out for her, but she really couldn't take on much more. Being a massage therapist and also being an instructor in a Dr. Mark Method program, plus being a busy mom, she really couldn't add in another check-in day. She was tapped out, but she knew turning these people away was really gonna get in her way of growing her nutrition coaching business. So here's what she did instead. She put these interested people on a wait list, took a deposit for them to start in a few weeks, and when the availability came up, she had someone that was eager and ready to go, ready to work with her. If you have people that are interested in working with you, you can't say no. Find ways to get them involved in your nutrition coaching system and your business will grow. And here is the biggest mistake number 5, not getting specific enough with your ideal client. I've detailed the process of niching down in so many places. You may even be getting tired of hearing about it, but I'm not gonna stop talking about it because it's that important. If I come to your social media page, I should know within seconds if this is for me or not. If I don't, you need to be more specific with who you help and cater your bio, messaging, stories, all to them. If you work with pre and postnatal clients, I better see a bunch of babies. If you work with powerlifters, I better see athletes on the platform getting stronger. This is a non-negotiable in the online coaching world. And it's more of a mindset shift for you than anything else because the experience you are trying to create isn't for you, it's for them. Getting clear on who them is what makes everything easier. Lastly, and this is the important point, getting specific with who you work with isn't to exclude anyone. The biggest concern I hear from nutrition coaches that are hesitant to niche down is that they don't want to forget anyone or exclude anyone or leave anyone out. Here's the deal, you can still work with anyone that doesn't fit the niche. The difference is you're not actively marketing to them because when you try to sell to everyone, you end up selling to no one. So we need to get specific with the intent to attract one main type of person. And when others reach out, we can still work with them. You don't need to turn them away, you just don't market to them. A great example of this is my Dr. Mark Method client, Nick, and his Leading Man protocol. Nick is a nutrition coach that works with actors who want to lose weight. Nick helps actors lose 10 to 15 pounds because when they do, their headshots improve, they have more confidence going into their auditions, and most importantly, they land more leading roles, which helps propel their acting career further. When I go to Nick's page, I can see this is all about acting. He has testimonials from actors. He speaks out on things going on in acting. The people that are following him know that he provides tremendous value to actors. He makes it super clear who he's working with and what's in it for them. And because of this, his business has grown. If you want to grow in the online coaching space, you need to get specific. And that's it, folks. Those are the 5 business mistakes getting in the way of your nutrition coaching growth. But as great as all those tips are, if you're really serious about starting a nutrition coaching business, the next thing I'll have you do is check out this video I've linked up right here. Now that you know the 5 mistakes to avoid making to grow your business, learn my 5 best tips to make more money. So make sure to check it out now and I'll see you in the next video.